do a live stream for ages, guys, and just been so busy and putting it off because I've been doing the YouTube videos. I've been coaching my clients on the 1-year program. I've been doing the events every month, family, friends. I'm spent most of my time outside of business and coaching, which is great, is with my training, fitness, diet, and this whole vision I've got to inspire, well, I'd like to say maybe a couple of million men and women to overcome their fears and anxieties, get in shape. So I've been busy doing that. But you know, excuses. I need to start doing at least one live stream a week. So I take responsibility for that. So I just pressed the button today just to get the ball rolling. Hope you guys and girls have had a good day. I've had an amazing day today. Pretty much every day has been something great and a lot of growth. I'm in another transitional period of my life. I'm excited. It's challenging, which I like. What can I say, man? So let's see where this goes. I'm a huge believer. This is one of the techniques that Okay, I don't know what that's got to do with today's talk. I don't think I need to shave my head. I think that's something that I choose to do. But appreciate your feedback. But I kind of like my hair the way it is. I like the fact that I'm losing my hair, but I still think it looks great and I feel great. But listen, appreciate your opinion. And who knows when the time's right. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with today's talk. Today's talk is a Q&A on social anxiety, so I'll answer your questions. And like I said, I've wanted to do these live streams consistently like before, but I've been busy coaching my clients, committed clients who've been doing the 1-year program. I've got events every month I'm doing, which I love. Training, family, friends, dieting. There's a lot going on. So I've just pressed live today just to get the ball rolling before I make my dinner. And I've also got a good friend of mine's coming over from America next week. He was a long-term client and we're good friends, so we're going to spend some quality time in London. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys have been doing good and girls, and I filmed some new YouTube videos today. Really happy with how they come out. I'm going to edit them, upload them. So how is everyone getting on with their confidence and moving forward? That's the most important question. I'm actually hoping that many people don't come on this stream today so I can end it, if I'm being honest. It's been a great day, and I don't really enjoy doing live streams because I don't find them challenging. They don't frighten me anymore. I do them to help other people, but I prefer to coach people in person because in person is a lot better. Your spelling isn't great. Make sure you spell right because I can't answer your question. Yeah, I agree. You know, the thing is today, people want distractions. So people want to project out. And, you know, it amuses me, but it doesn't bother me because I understand human psychology. I've been coaching for 11 years. I've seen all the excuses. So everybody always wants to talk about other people, their appearance, what they're doing, but very few people want to look at their own issues. So what about your life, facing your fears? I don't spend my life looking at people's hairlines and their bodies, their shapes. I don't focus on that. I'm too busy enjoying my life. I like to learn from people's character. But yeah, you know, people are going to say these things because people are obsessed with how people look. But the most important thing is I feel really good about the way I look. I feel great about how I feel, and I like to help people. But that's just part of life. That's how people are. People are obsessed with hair, looks, what someone's doing. But no, very few people want to take responsibility and look at their own life. And I find it funny. I don't judge a man by his hairline. I don't judge a woman by their hairline. I kind of judge people by their character, the kind of person that they are. But anyway. But I get it, man. I understand. For a lot of men, they're really frightened of losing their hair. But I overcame that fear a long time ago. When I was younger, growing up, it would have scared me, all these things. But I think as you get older and you build more confidence, you don't worry about these things as much. And I think it's because I feel confident in myself, and I feel, the Lord's blessed me. I feel attractive. I feel good, and I'm very fit, and I like how I look. But I did go through that stage growing up, and if you know my story, that was a big part of my struggles with insecurities. I felt insecure about how I looked and the way I come across. But that's why I went out and challenged myself and overcame those fears by facing my social anxiety. And I think that's where a lot of men and women go wrong today. They really do let themselves down by focusing too much on external looks as opposed to working on their self-esteem, their values inside. And funny enough, when you work on yourself on the inside, you physically feel more attractive on the outside, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about what people say. When I was growing up, people would say to me, "You're really good looking, you're really handsome, you're really this, you're really that." But I didn't feel it. So if somebody says negative things about you or positive things, the most important thing is how you feel about yourself, how you view yourself. So, but yeah, I might do a video on this, because I understand where people are coming from. But like I said, it is a convenient distraction. If you look at my hairline and we talk about my hair loss, or we talk about my physical appearance, you don't have to talk about your issues, your insecurities, and the ego loves that. But for those of you that want to be better people, and you want to be more mature, and you want to be successful, you've got to point that finger that you point at other people, and you're going to turn it around at yourself and go, not to put yourself down, not to judge yourself, not to hate yourself, to love yourself. I go, how can I improve myself? What can I do? There's a million things that you can do. What is my diet like? How do I treat people? Am I happy in my life? Am I facing my fears? Am I accountable? Am I pushing myself? Am I living my dreams? Am I judging other people and hating on them because really I hate myself, and I judge myself in such a harsh way, so I'm projecting out? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself if you want to be better in life. I only speak to people that are committed. I don't waste my time trying to convince people that are negative, that are miserable, that don't want to change their life. That's their life. And I think whether I agree with that or not, everybody's free to live their life according to how they want to live it. But for those of you that want to change and want to be successful, then I've got a story to tell, and I've got a teaching to share with you. I appreciate that, Timmy. I appreciate that. This is interesting with people. You can't win. If I shaved off my head and I was bald, some of you would like it. Other people would say, don't like it. Don't like him bald. Doesn't look right. When I was overweight, and I was 30 pounds overweight, I was really overweight. Some people would say, oh, it looks really good on you. You look big, you look strong. Other people would say, oh, you're a bit overweight, you should lose weight. You can't physically. You're in a predicament where you can't win in that way. When I was depressed, suicidal, had no money, no girlfriend, I wasn't the person I am today, people would say, oh, you know, it's okay, man. It's fine the way that you are. Other good people would say, man, you could do better, man. You could be a businessman. You could be this. Everyone's always got an opinion. You got to accept that. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I've just had a great day today. I went to did boxing this morning, got up early, spent a little bit of time praying with the Lord. Really enjoyed my prayer. Had a great workout boxing. Went and got my hair cut and had my beard done. Really great people. Had a great treatment. Really enjoyed that. Did my fasting today. Haven't eaten. Had 3 coffees. Then I went and done a run today. Just had an amazing run and did hill runs at Primrose Hill. Got back, took a shower. A good friend of mine and a client is coming over from America next week. Can't wait to see him. We have a great time. I'm doing great, man. How are all of you doing? And I filmed some videos today that I'm uploading. How are all of you doing? How are you getting on? Do any of you have any questions on social anxiety? I'm assuming that most of you are struggling with some anxiety. It's probably social, right? Usually all my clients have that until I help them to overcome it, or they watch my videos and they go and do it themselves. I've got an event coming up next week. I've been, by the way, maybe a lot of you don't know, I've been doing events every month, which is why I struggle with these live streams, because I mean this respectfully, these live streams don't really challenge me. They don't scare me. I do them to help you guys and girls, but the events are a lot better because they're in person. And being in person is a billion times better than being on the live stream. Meeting people in person, I always find people are a lot nicer in person. I'm not saying this about everyone, but a lot of people seem to change when they get online. People can be nasty. They're not honourable all the time. They put on an act. I'm not like that. What you see is what you get. So I prefer coaching and meeting people in person. Sometimes the internet can affect people's behaviour, which is a shame. But I'm not saying everyone's like that. Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed the videos. I know a lot of people are getting a lot out of it, so I'm glad that you like the Primrose Hill videos. It's amazing. And I don't even really need to say it, but sometimes I will say it. I know that a lot of people are going to go and change their life by watching my videos. I think actions speak louder than words. And I am a little bit tired today because I haven't eaten. I've been fasting, and I've just done, trained in the morning. I've just trained in the evening. I've shot new YouTube videos, but I'm here battling it out, and I can't wait to have my first meal after this live stream. Yeah, I just want to say as well, I really appreciate all the support. There's a hell of a lot of you kind people on this channel who are just really genuine people. They leave comments underneath the video. They're not even comments. They're more like I don't know what you call them, but like thanking me for helping them change their life. Being a lot of you are grateful for seeing my positive change, that I've continued to change as a person, always trying to get better, be a better person, and sharing your journey is great. Yeah, fasting transcends the physical. Yeah, it definitely does. It has a lot of benefits to me. Some of what you said is true, if not all of it. It does a lot of things, That's why I say it gives you a lot of confidence, but it's a lot more than that as well. That's just kind of like summarizing it in one word. Like you said, it spiritually helps you mentally, emotionally. It's fantastic for mental health, and it gives you strength, tolerance, makes you a better person, I believe. If anything, at the least, it makes you grateful for the things that a lot of us take for granted, like having a meal every day, because not everybody has that. Not everyone's fortunate to have a meal every day. I'm just going to get a little bit more water. If you guys want to get some questions, I'll answer the questions. Or if you want to share what you're doing at the moment, things that, or anything that you want to get off your chest, just a second. Yeah, it's fascinating that. It's fascinating. I'm not upset with people. I've come to sort of try to be more patient with people. That's an ongoing thing that lots of people are more fascinated with my hairline. They're more fascinated with me having hair loss, shaving my head, or keeping it the way it is, than they are about their own life. So I'm just intrigued by that. Maybe some of you could explain that, because I'm trying to see from your point of view. Because for me personally, when I'm on someone's live stream, and I learn from a lot of people who inspire me, mentors or just good people, clients, and I never think to ask them about their hairline, their hair loss, or their hair growth, or their appearance. I'm more interested in, just appreciating them as a person and learning from them, learning how I can be better. But maybe it's because we live in a culture that is obsessed with the way that people look, as opposed to who they are as a person, But there you go. I think it's something that's a maturity thing. I think like when you're younger, you do that. But as an adult, you're supposed to grow out of that. But some people don't. And that's the fascinating thing about people. But I do feel like people do it sometimes out of insecurity, because they, I understand life can be, life is hard for all of us at times, really hard. And people want to get away from their own problems and they're distracted. So, the mind tries to get away and it, if you're, I don't know how, if you're following someone and you look up to them, or you like them, you don't like them, or you're intrigued by something about me, people gravitate towards physical appearance. But I grew out of that a long time ago. Yeah, if anything, this is I'm getting the momentum started now with the live streams, and I'm going to keep these going, even if it's 30 minutes a week. I'm just going to keep putting them out, because I've got real good consistency in my business with the coaching, the events, the YouTube videos, the daily posts, the shorts, the confidence coaching programs, the events. So I've got it in all those areas. I'm spinning those plates, and now I'm going to include it with the live streams. Especially as I don't really enjoy doing these, that's a good challenge. Another thing I've spoken about in my video, sometimes, a lot of times in life, you've got to do things that you don't always enjoy doing. And a big part of that is also coming out of your own selfishness. And I know that these help a lot of people. People might be lonely, they might be depressed, or they might feel good, or they just fancy a chat, or they want to get a question answered, or you want to speak to me in this format, and it will help people in various different ways. So that's why I forced myself to do it. I think when the live stream format first came out, I liked it because it was new and exciting. But as I've said before, I prefer in person. I'm not a big fan of being on social media for hours, because I like, I coach people in person, and I like the real thing. All right, Chris Parker, I'm stuck in a bit of a rut. I appreciate your question, Chris. A lot of courage. I want to meet new people, but I have some social anxiety and I've got no idea where to start. Any tips? Yeah, I've got loads. First thing I want to ask you, Chris, if you don't mind, so I can help you. Have you just come on my channel? Have you been following me for, I think I recognize your name. The reason why I say it, Chris, because I've done so many videos answering your question, but I never get bored of answering it. And I just want to find out how I can help you. And if you've seen the videos that I've done, because obviously it's not your fault if you've just come on the channel. But I'll answer the question now. So, stuck in a rut, I'm going to make a video on that for you, Chris. A lot of people, I want to meet new people, Okay. Well, my best advice, Chris, no pressure. I would personally go to an event. I'd go to an event. I've got a free event coming up, Chris. You're welcome to come if you want. It's Sunday. It's this Sunday, and it starts at 1, it finishes at 3. And honestly, Chris, I know how you're feeling. I can imagine. And when I had social anxiety, I was going through what you're going through, exactly what you're feeling. If you can push yourself to come, doesn't matter how nervous you feel, you're going to really improve your life. So events are the best places to go if you've got social anxiety, because that's how you're going to improve. As scary as it's going to feel for you, that's how you get better. The second tip is getting coaching. I offer coaching, no pressure at all, Chris, for anyone, but I'm just being honest and helping you. Doing a paid coaching call could really help you. I do coaching in person, and I also do it on Zoom if you feel more comfortable that way. So you could book a coaching call with me, send me an email. That's the second tip I'd give you for your situation, or anybody that's going through what Chris is going through. The third one is spending time with your family. If you've got family around, speaking to them. No, please, man, please don't apologize, Chris. Not at all. Please, you don't need to apologize. See, this is the challenge that I have on live streams. Sometimes there's a breakdown in communication. I don't know that some of you have subscribed to my channel. I don't know how many videos that you've seen. So I can't just assume that you've seen all my videos, because you may not. And I also don't want people to feel nervous about asking me a question, because I want to help you. I'm here to help. But I'm just trying to get the communication right, because if we was in person now, I could help you so much more. But as we're not, we've got to do it this way. So we need this communication. This is actually a good way to improve skills. Don't be afraid to ask people, but obviously there's a right way to do it. Chris, you're really respectful. You do it in the right way, and I'm the same. And everyone can learn from this, all of us. A lot of self-image issues which fuel the anxiety might come. Where can I find details? If you go beneath my video, Chris, and send me an email, you can send me more things which will be personal between me and you, and I will give you the information that you need, whether you decide to do a paid coaching session, or you need more direction with the free videos that I do at events, and more of your question. If you send me an email, I've got my email address below. Let me give it to you now. Hold on. How do I? Trying to figure out how to do this. Now, YouTube keep changing this setting. Well, basically, my email address is below all my other videos, Chris. If you send me an email, then I'll get back to you. I'm trying to figure out how to respond here. This is the thing. YouTube keep changing their settings. I can't seem to write. It won't let me write in. Well, anyway, my email address is below all my other videos. But what I'll do is, the 6 weeks program. Okay, how might the 6 weeks program guarantee a transformative changes in my life? Can the results be assured within this time frame? Now, if you're committed, they can, Timothy. Timothy, if you want to speak more, please don't hesitate to send me an email and arrange a phone call or a Zoom call. You've been following me for a long time. You're not obligated to sign up, and I'm not obligated, so there's no pressure. But if I can speak to you on a call, it's a lot easier. Than this format is really frustrating, because there's a disconnect, because I'm speaking to everybody, right? Awesome, Chris. And anybody that gets in touch for coaching or needs any more questions, I can answer your question. Please ask. But yeah, whilst we're on the thing now, listen, if someone's not committed, then I can't guarantee them any results. You've got to be committed to wanting to improve your social anxiety. And that's why I say I only work with people on my paid programs that are committed, because if you're not committed, then the coaching isn't going to be effective. It's got to be commitment on both sides. If you are committed, guaranteed results, guaranteed. It's like anything in life. Look, if you go to the gym, if you pay the gym, if you pay for a membership, but you walk in the gym and you do this, you just sit down and you're not committed and you're just like, oh yeah, whatever. Are you going to get results? Of course not. But if you go in the gym and you give it 100%, of course you're going to get results. So it's no different with the coaching that I do with people who want to overcome social anxiety. If they're not committed, nothing's going to change. But if they are committed, massive changes. Keep up these live streams, man. These are great. David Goggins talks about how we all want to be safe. Yeah, I love Goggins. Big fan. Really appreciate his stuff. Agree with pretty much everything he says. He's inspired me. And, I think very much alike David Goggins. I've been saying that since 2012, that people want to be safe. They don't want to get outside their comfort zone. But we're going to change that. We're going to change that narrative, and a lot of people are. And that's why you're on this live stream today, to figure out how you can do that more. I appreciate you guys today. You've actually motivated me to motivate you more. We're going to keep these streams going. I promise you. I promise you. I'm a man of my word. Every single week, on whatever day I can do it, we're going to get on these streams, and we're going to work on helping everybody to keep making progress, moving forward, getting questions answered, and building more confidence. I have been doing a lot of videos today, or actually every day, on the questions that a lot of you ask me. And I sort of know, yeah, people can see your comment, Paulius. Do you want to ask me a question? They can see it. I kind of know what people are struggling with anyway, because, I've been coaching for 11 years. I diligently listen to people. I read the questions, but it would be great if you guys could let me know what is it you want to achieve. I like to start with any client or any person that's asked for my help on what is your goal. I know a lot of you want to get more confident. I know that you want to overcome social anxiety, but specifically, what is your goal? Is it to lose weight? Is it to make more money? Is it to get a relationship? Is it to be more confident? Is it to get fit? Is it all those things? Is it one of those things? Let me know. I'm not a mind reader, although I can read minds sometimes. What other videos would you like me to cover as well? If you let me know in the box below, I will read your questions, and if it feels right, I will help you and answer your question in the video. But yeah, I have got an event coming up. If any of you want to come, I do a monthly event, confidence event, on all these things: discipline, success, especially for people that have got social anxiety, that want to unstuck themselves out of that rut, move forward and live a successful life. I know the reason why lots of people don't come to the event, and I am understanding it's because they're frightened to come, and I get it, and that's a big part of battling with social anxiety, the fear of being around people. But I'll keep saying it. You've got to get uncomfortable if you want to overcome social anxiety. You've got to stop making excuses and saying, now, not the right time. I'll do it next week, because that turns into 3 years, 10 years, you waste your life. It's never the right time. Now's the right time. You can't keep saying, when I get a six pack, when I feel secure. That's not how it works. You've got to show up when you feel insecure, and that's how you become secure. You can't say, I'm going to go gym when I've lost 20 pounds. It don't work like that. You've got to go gym whilst you're overweight, lose the weight through the process of working hard. But I understand it. People are scared. And when people get scared, they make excuses. They find reasons. They become avoidant, and they avoid these events. And I done all these things myself in my life at the start of my journey. So I understand that place. But luckily, I overcame it. And I've helped, I don't know, was it a few thousand people, maybe 1 million people around the world? And I've coached people for 11 years as a paid profession that I love, and help them to get past their fears and their anxiety so they can build confidence and live a successful and a meaningful life. So just show up. That is the teaching that I teach people in a nutshell. You know, how to move forward when you're afraid. Face the fear. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Accept yourself whilst you're not feeling 100%. And that's how you get better in life. You know, I don't go for a run and negotiate on the run and say, please don't make it difficult. I'm going to run up this hill when I feel energetic. It doesn't work like that. I've got to get my ass up that hill when I feel physically sick and I'm feeling vulnerable and tired and I don't want to do it. That's how you gain strength, you know. When I was afraid of getting a relationship, I spent years of my life saying, I'll ask a woman out, but not now, when I feel secure, when I've got the perfect job, when I don't have all these issues, when I'm confident, when I've got my own apartment, when I'm in the best. It's all excuses. I didn't get anywhere like that. And when I realized that, I had to be vulnerable and put myself out there and get rejected again and again until I got a girlfriend. So none of us are perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I am, and none of you are. No one is. But that's not an excuse to not be the best person you can be. And you can't be the best person if you're waiting for positive change without doing anything. You've got to come outside your comfort zone. Actually, do you know what? Let me change that statement. That's not accurate enough. You've got to live outside your comfort zone consistently. You know, you can't just be like a once a year thing. You're not going to change like that. Change takes work. Change takes time. It takes a lot of effort. But those that want change are going to do it. The biggest challenge, well, one of the challenges with all of you and helping people, especially the lovely people that I work with, the bespoke audience who have social anxiety and they've got anxiety, what I used to have for the first 15 years of my life, is getting through to them in a positive way, getting past that negative conversation, which fights to keep you safe. It will have a go at me, it will criticize me, it wants to look at my hairline. It wants to criticize you. It does everything it can to stop you from changing. It's an ongoing battle. It's a battle if you want to live a better life, you know. It's worth it. It's worth it. It feels great to get past it. Yeah. Most people, especially people who have social anxiety and shyness, they don't realize it. Or maybe they do sometimes, but most of the times they are talking themselves into defeat every day. They are keeping themselves stuck in a rut because they don't know how to find the strength to talk themselves into doing the things that they want to do, to talk themselves into being the person that they want to be. Let me give you a simple example. Most people with social anxiety are talking themselves out of going to the gym. Most people with social anxiety are talking themselves out of meeting that friend that they love because of fear and fear of anyway, I've done my stream, to be continued. Appreciate you guys.